learn about the mean, median, and mode.
What does measures of central tendency mean?
The mean, median, and mode are called measures of central tendency. These are three statistics that can be used to describe a set of data. To calculate the mean, find the sum of the data points and divide by the number of data points. This is often referred to as the average. The median is the middle number of an ordered set of data. If there is an even number of values, the median is simply the average of the two in the middle. The mode is the number that occurs most often. A set of data can have one or more modes, or it can have none at all.
Can you do an example?
Sure. Let's look at how to calculate the measures of central tendency with this set of data. To calculate the mean, find the sum of the temperatures and divide by 7, the total number of data points we have. The mean temperature is 76 degrees. To determine the median, arrange the temperatures in order. The median is the number in the middle, 79. To find the mode, look for the number or numbers that occur most often. In this set of data, that is 73 and 81. So there are two modes.
What if there is an even number of data points?
With an even number of data points, the mean and mode are determined exactly the same way. The median, however, requires an extra step. Here is a list of the top 10 energy-consuming states. Our data is already ordered, so we're ready to find the median. Since there are 10 data points, there is no single middle number. Rather, we average the two middle numbers. For these 10 states, the median energy consumption is 239.48 million tons of carbon.
What else is the mean or average used for?
Well, you can use the mean to determine what score you would need on a test in order to earn a certain grade. Let's say, for example, on your first 4 science tests, you received an 82, a 91, an 88, and an 86. What is the minimum score you need on your 5th test to have an 85 average for the semester? The unknown score on the 5th test is X. For the average, we add all of the scores, including X, and divide by 5, the total number of tests at the end of the semester. Solving for X will tell us what that 5th test score needs to be. A 78.
When would I need to use one of these values versus another?
That's an excellent question. There are situations in which each value, mean, median, and mode, is more appropriate. The mode is useful when a data set is not numerical. For example, say you surveyed your classmates on their favorite food. The answer that occurs most often, the mode, would be the class's favorite food. Let's look at this data set of average salaries and calculate the mean and median. But if we add one more occupation, say for an NFL quarterback, look to see what happens to the mean and the median. The salary for an NFL quarterback is called an outlier, a value that is much higher or lower than most of the numbers in the data set. An outlier will affect the sum of the data and can distort the mean, just as you saw when we added an NFL salary. The median, however, is not affected by the outlier since half of the data is above the median and half is below. Our median changed because we added another data point, not because the data point was an outlier. Understanding your data will help you know which measure of central tendency, mean, median, or mode, is most appropriate.